somebody people.
What's going on? Nah, Bar. What's up, Billy Berserker?
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up,
What is up with you? Hi, everybody. We're setting up a little oral.
I'm assuming those are tracks.
Yes, they are. Farmer track, if you're missing one.
Thank you. What it do, Caribou? Caribou.
Boo.
Just another day in board game land, yes. I mean, I hope.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
Have you heard something that we haven't? Hopefully it's another day in board game land in terms of the best things that board games can be.
Right.
Let's start ones are face down for...
I'm just gonna grab them randomly out of my hand. I'm not flipping them.
I saw you being that slick.
Boop. No, that was for 3 players.
Oh, look who's so clever.
Look who knows how the game works.
Nick's making fun of me, guys.
Wow.
That's bullying. That's online. Don't look at my hair. Don't look at it.
It's a little rough.
It's exactly what I want it to be.
This is what I wanted my hair to look
It's a
like.
little long, I'm not going to lie.
You can use a haircut at this point.
I had to reschedule my haircut, but then I didn't reschedule. I just canceled it, and that's how we end up here.
That's how you ended there.
But, you know, whatever. It's
All right.
It's what it is. I'll try to get to that this week. Maybe that'd be good before her birthday.
Her birthday would be, yeah, you probably want to.
Yeah. A couple weeks before BGG Spring. That's facts.
Oh, yeah, baby.
We do. So we have 6 days. If
6 days?
you want to soak in the memories of the times when Logan was not even 1 year old. Yes. 6
Oh,
days
God,
to do it.
don't remind me, dude.
She'll be 1 year old on Sunday, Mother's Day for America, which is kind of cool. That's
very
kind of a cool. I don't know. I think it's kind of like a fitting, fun thing that, like, as she turns 1, you know, Karen gets to have extra chance to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she's probably gonna, their birthdays, their Mother's Day, they're probably gonna overlap. Not all the time,
every
but
so often, depending on leap years and stuff and how things progress. Yeah, it'll be every so often that will line up on a Mother's Day. So
yeah, which is cool.
yeah, really cool. So got to play my Earth this weekend. Mirabek, how'd you like it?
How'd you like it?
Enjoyed.
getting
You're a big
Mirabek.
wingspan head. I see a lot of wingspan in there. Was that rad? Did it scratch any itches? Yeah, let us know. Now, Barry, BGG Spring is in a couple. Oh, I see.
So we do this instead,
Got it.
right?
Yeah, you can just plop them on top of the tile.
I can do that. I'm not gonna.
Love it. Yeah, BGG Spring's in will be 2 weeks after, 2 weeks as of this Friday. We're flying out Thursday, and then we'll be at the con Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll fly back Sunday night. So we'll have the whole day pretty much to play. That'll be super fun. Really looking forward to that. The only thing that's funny is that BGG Spring is at a hotel that's at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport.
Yes.
There are 2 airports in Dallas. We flew into the other airport. So
It was
we're going
cheaper,
to
yeah.
fly to an airport,
Yeah.
drive to another one,
Yeah.
and then drive to an airport and leave a few days later.
Pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, it's
You gotta save a couple
pretty
bucks.
great. hey.
But it's just like...
It was cheaper, so we were just like, hey,
that's what it is. That's what it is. Board and Die Show is great. Steve, thanks so much for saying that. I fly tomorrow for the 2-week bike trip. I cannot wait to hear all
Steve,
about that, Steve. That's
I want
so
all the
exciting.
pictures, brother.
I know this has been a long time in the making, so that's really, really cool. Now Barry says, I was talking with someone about having a birthday near Father's Day. They were talking about how it wasn't great, how sometimes it lines up exactly. Pointed at my birthday and said they had nothing to whine about. Yeah, certain...
And
I'd rather be, if I had to be lined up on a holiday. Like, Nick's 4 days from Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Now, Barry, you're close to Christmas, right? Is it?
I think so, right? Are you a Christmas baby?
Yeah, you're right in that same zone. But any of the big ones, Thanksgiving or something.
She is 4 days. Yeah, you're a Christmas baby like me.
You know, it's rough. I'd rather be next to Father's Day where you're like, well, okay. Like, not that many of us celebrate Father's Day much. So there's just not as much industry behind that one. There's a lot
That's the
behind
thing, there's no money behind it, yeah. There should be.
MLB TV will go on sale.
Yep.
Probably most.
Probably grills,
like,
some other dumb
grills,
stuff that they assume only men do.
Yeah. So, but yeah, being close to Father's Day is like, sure, that's a bummer. Like, we're not trying to take that away, but like,
It's not the same.
there are levels to this kind of stuff. Messy Black Widow. I just noticed you have.
Oh yeah, I need to
over
take pictures
here.
of her. Yeah.
Sick.
Are you sure? Okay.
Boom. The glow of her little fighty sticks.
Yeah, because like they glow in the art. So I was like, are these like not just sticks? I guess they're not.
No, yeah, they're like electrical in some way or other.
All right, well,
Nick's doing a bunch of the object source lighting these days. I guess
Yeah.
a lot of the characters in Marvel United are
they're gonna have
they
some.
have
Yeah.
things that are
I'm using Marvel United to explore object source lighting.
Yeah.
Probably overdid it a little bit on her, but hey.
That's all right. I mean, it looks dope, so who cares?
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like whatever. It's gonna look
It's cool, and the red hair looks really nice too.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it turned pretty
You're
good.
crushing these eyes on her. Supreme.
Her eyes turned out really good. Yeah.
You even did the little dot of white,
Yeah,
the
man,
reflective
the
light.
spectral highlight, baby. You gotta get that spectral
Nick's good at
highlight.
painting, is what I'm saying. This is Black Widow from afar from Marvel United.
We can show me to the guy.
Nick's
I need
been
to take
posting pictures on Instagram.
I need to take
about,
a nice picture of it.
about it. Man, that's so cool, dude. So you've done Green Goblin,
Greeny Gobs, the
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, the Doctor, and then now Black Widow.
Yeah, that's tight.
I think next I'm doing the Hulk.
Hulky.
Hulky,
You
baby.
think that'll be a quick job? He's just wearing his shorts, right, and just all like write it out.
Yeah, I know he should be relatively quick because he's kind of getting through what I consider kind of like the boring ones right now, which is going to be like Black Widow because she's just like her outfit's just like black. It has like a little bit of gray in it, and then she has like red hair, which is cool. Which is also one of the reasons why I give her like glowing sticks. I was like, I need to make this more interesting, frankly, for me to paint. And so I'm also doing Hulk next because I'm kind of like, let's get the kind of boring ones out of the way because he's I mean like 85% greens as a Hulk generally is. So so I can see it being better than Wingspan, but it's not there yet, mainly due to the fact that there is a lack of diversity in the ecosystem, island, and climate cards. If they expand the choices as well as the flora, it would pass Wingspan. Interesting. Is it not? Where's the flora and stuff generally from? I don't know enough about that.
Do you mean in like their? This is my baby monitor, by the way. In their abilities,
their abilities, or like what the plants are?
I don't know enough about plants to notice that. But yeah, I mean that's not dogging it. You're digging it. Earth's better than Everdell, though. Okay, rip. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big statement for you.
Definitely agree with that.
Hello, said the Foster the Meeples. Hi.
Hi.
The only figures I've ever painted were the Marvel United minis. Well, that means that's Jamie then, because you and Jeff paint
Yes.
a lot of stuff, and I don't think Jeff is painting Marvel United.
I don't. Yeah. Which one of you? That must be Jamie. Yeah.
man. Or no, you know what? That's the third meeple. Another J. It's Johan.
Johan.
You don't think of it as a Foster meeple because it's a silent J. It's a
You forget about Johan.
J.
Yeah, we forget about Johan, man.
Can't forget about Johan. Johann Strauss. Get it? Earth is stupid good though.
It's very good.
It's redonkulous fun. Foster Meeple played it on their Twitch channel, which you should follow just the other day. Go back and watch that VOD, or go watch their secondary YouTube channel. Foster Meeple Rewind, right?
Rewind?
Remix?
Rewind?
Rewind? I think that's it. You make me want to paint. Bree, get after it. Maybe I have a ton of Final Girl minis primed and waiting. Oh yeah, there you go.
Ooh. Okay.
It's Jamie. Then I sent them all to Reggie. So you paint this. Hoxkull, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good late evening. I
Many
suppose.
grats. Thank you for the grats. If you did not see, This Game is Broken, the podcast we do with Paula, Matthew, and Dave, won the Golden Geek for Best Podcast. We've come in second, I think, 3 years in a row.
We've been on the podium for some time. We haven't
Many
collected
years.
gold yet.
Finally win. We needed the
Super cool.
Esper podcast to get out of the way first.
Yeah, we need to get rid of all the competition.
But hey, we won, and now we never
super
have to
stoked.
talk about it again, which is the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
Because you can't win it again.
You can't win it
That's the
again.
cool thing about Golden Geek Awards with those things. Like, you can't win it again. So we will literally never mention it other than to support and throw out our love for other
I'm putting
people.
all my eggs in I'm going all board game blitz.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. There's a lot of great people, man.
There's a lot of good podcasts.
But we were
out
super
there.
stoked to win. We've always been really proud of what we make because
is cool. We
it's
do
just
something
a
different, you know?
different kind of board game podcast. I mean, it's a board game show.
Yeah.
Silly one at that. So we were super stoked to win. That was freaking awesome. And of course, That means that people like you voted for us, which is the only reason we won. So thank you, literally, for doing that.
Literally.
What up, Linnea?
Hello, Liz.
Doing the gym lark today. This game is top tier. Happy to listen while I work out. Heck yeah.
Yeah, this game is
There's nothing that gets you pumped up for lifting weights like
the driest of all Euros.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. I haven't played Orleans in a long time. It's weird to me. It just shows that there's so many games to play.
Yes.
We haven't played this that much, and it's like a top 15, top 20 game.
Yeah.
For sure. But there's,
Wait, why did you put all of those farmers in there?
I want farmers.
Put them on the board.
We'll see if you notice. Farmer strats. I'll put a couple in the bag.
You need farmers, hey?
I never go farmers enough.
A lot of things need farmers.
All these little delicioso things you can get. I never do it well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna play some Orleans. So I think we have all the content for Orleans. We don't have
the 5th player expansion, which I think also comes with one random solo scenario.
Not gonna do that.
But we don't have that, and that's okay.
Definitely not gonna play a 5-player ever. But we have the things that matter. We have the Trade and Intrigue expansion, and then the Invasion expansion was designed by the brands, Marcus and Nika Brand, who are amazing. And they made Raj of the Ganges. They're behind the entire Exit series of games. Village.
How much money they made off those Exit games?
Ridiculous cash. By far more than anything else they've ever done and will ever do.
Good for them. Good for them brands.
Yeah, they deserve it. They are clever designers for sure. So they did the Invasion expansion specifically, which has 3 solo scenario kind of things, a fully cooperative way to play, and what we've never tried is a 2-player specific module. So
there's one more too.
There's a 2-player game.
One called Prosperity. So it's another just way to play 2 to 5 players. Just a normal way. But it's got a new one of those kinds of boards.
Ooh, we haven't done that either.
So yeah, there's more we haven't.
We've played a lot of Invasion, which is the co-op, which is really fun. But we've never somehow done the 2-player version, the 2-player specific. I was like, oh my god, missing out.
Yeah, this one's kind of hit and miss. Some people like it. Some people seem to not like it, from what I can see.
Okay.
So we're gonna see. There's no points. It's just straight up a race.
What do you mean?
It's a race.
What?
It's a race.
To what?
We got to complete these 4 objectives. The first person to complete those 4 objectives wins. No points, nothing else.
What? Weird.
Yeah.
So should I not even bother citizens or anything?
No, and I'll tell you, you should get them, and I'll explain why when I kind of teach the game to you.
Okay.
Interesting.
I just got the draw and write. Excited to give out. Yeah, the Jonah Bar. I really want to try that a lot.
It's pretty big, isn't it? I really want. I've heard it was because it was at PAX. Well, these people were demoing it at PAX, and people were saying it was really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't the hot games area. Maybe it wasn't available. No, I think it was though.
I think a little bit it was. No, because it would have been at Capstone, and they didn't have it.
They didn't?
I don't think so.
Oh no, that one person did that. Got a bunch of stuff from Essen, so it wasn't. You're right.
That's what it was. Yes.
But they were talking to Capstone. They said we're bringing it here. It's just not. Here yet, so.
Such a butt.
See what I did there?
Do you see what I did there?
That's right, Linnea. You did. I remember you telling us about it a little bit afterward. You liked it, I think?
Linnaeus.
Didn't hate it? Mine's in my holds on Game Nerds. Nice. Yeah, I want to try it. I'm just curious. The box is bigger than I expected to be. Yeah, it's pretty tall. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that's right.
It's bigger than what one would expect. Dude, my baby's just sleeping like this. She's just like this.
She really is. Hands behind the head.
Just casual. Just super cash. Just redonkulously casual.
Redonkin' cash. That's what we say now. That's nice to have one big paper pad instead of 2 small ones. I'm kind of with you on that. I like the give me one big one.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's something nice about it, but that becomes. I can see why people do split it too.
Yeah.
If nothing else, for packaging purposes, which is
Yes,
you can get
it makes a smaller box, which I totally understand the point of it.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, there's the Prosperity expansion, the Invasion expansion.
So what's Prosperity do?
Let me see. Prosperity. You get a Carpenter, which is like a new board. So let's see. Prosperity, expands the base game with a Carpenter and structures that provide additional victory points. I think it's a way to get extra victory points.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a new one of these boards. There are some new place tiles.
There's also Dominion expansions. It's one of those games you can use it for either.
It felt
game.
like it,
It's
right?
great. It's just versatile that way.
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just there's some new stuff. There's a new.
Put
you
the
get
cards
a
in
new
the
board.
bag, and then it's deck bag building, and so it really just blends the two. It's a form. It's a form of art.
Yeah, interesting. And then yeah, so then there's
I'm cool. I'm down.
Invasion. I mean, yeah, it's just like so. There's Invasion. There's the Duel, and then there's 3. Is there anything else? Or was it just solo? Yeah, then there's 3 solo scenarios. And then there's the base game, which is also very good. And then Trade and Intrigue. The trade one particularly is like super, super good because it gives you like trade routes for here. Basically makes this part, the map part of the board, significantly more interesting. And yeah, so again, it's a big expansion. Like it costs basically the same amount of the base game. But you're essentially getting you're getting a whole nother game's worth of material.
This is it's hard to wrap the brain around those expensive expansions.
Yes. But
this one does provide you a ton of content. I mean, it gives you so many new ways to play that I'm like, okay, good. Like it's not a this game sold well, so the expansion will too. It's $80. You know, it's like no. I feel like that you get your money's worth.
Yeah, I think so.
If you like, you have to like Orleans, right? You know, but
it's one of those things. One thing I like about the game is like, cool. We just can like pick a way to play now. We can play the base game, which is great. We can play.
Yeah.
The solo is super fun. Invasion's super fun. We'll see about this one. The trade expansion's super fun. Like it's awesome.
Amazing April Fool's idea. Yeah, we should do like a little video of that or something. That'd be really funny.
Well,
Bree was making a joke about like it's Prosperity, so it must be for Dominion as well. And then like
the crossover.
Yeah, so we'll have Orleans Dark Ages and Orleans Alchemy. Yeah, so you could.
Why not? Why not us?
Second World for Galaxy expansion is more expensive than the base game.
Yeah,
that one's supposed to be pretty good though. What's it called? Like I've heard a lot of people like really like that expansion, but yeah, it's just kind of like, dang, I want to get Roll for the Galaxy.
Yeah, me too.
It's so good. It's so good.
There's only 8.
It's probably the best of those games.
I believe that.
It's just fun to roll all them dice.
Rolling them dice in the galaxy.
Come on.
Yeah, galaxy. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Our weekend was crazy busy. But we got through it, fam. We got through. We got here. We're in this.
We out cheer.
We out cheer.
We gotta play Meadow, man.
I know. I was starting to read it. What were we end up doing instead? I was starting to read it, and then I don't remember what the heck we did, but
sorry, I'm messaging with our babysitter. It's coming in a couple minutes, so pardon my.
She might not have much to do, but hey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hand off the monitor for the moment and say, hey, just give me a wave once she wakes up. I'll bring her down.
Yeah, and just see what happens. Get paid to do nothing. Best part of the day.
I mean,
so I got Orleans on sale and was able to snag a ding and dent of the expansion, which was 10 out of 10 since I combined them anyway. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, ding and dent all freaking day. And again, I'm glad that Capstone picked this game up, so it's not gone now because Untasted Minstrel is no longer around. Got King Domino and Century Golem addition to the table this weekend. Group liked them. Interesting. I haven't played King Domino in a minute, and we need to try Century again. I do want to try the Golem. The Golem edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to try that game again. I would absolutely like to try it again.
I would like to try it again. I mean, again, it's like one of those things we might not like it because it's kind of a straight engine builder with not much else. And a lot of times I just don't like those games.
Yeah, I'm not 100% that it'll change anything because, yeah, I just think we were talking about it when we were playing Splendor Duel the other day. And, like, for whatever reason with Splendor, it's not a knock. It's a good game, but, like, the rules just feel, like, arbitrary. and there's no like thematic linking as to why you can only take 2 at one point or different colors and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And I feel like Century Spice Road will be the same, but I can't deny that it's like a nice, quick, simple, engine building kind of game. Like it is.
So they didn't like Century. Yeah, we don't, or at least we didn't when we first tried it. So I want to try it again, just because.
Yeah. Splender's better than Splendor Duel. Better than Century Golem. Way better than Gizmos.
Ooh, you're wrong about many of those things.
Yeah, you put Splendor Duel ahead of.
For me, it's Splendor Duel, Gizmos, then probably Splendor, and then Century Golem.
Yeah.
That's probably my.
I'd far rather play Century over Splendor. I think I probably would agree with that once I play it again.
Probably, yeah.
I like all the little cups and stuff, and yeah.
Have y'all played Citadel? Has been recommending it a lot lately. We had
it
when we first started gaming. Yeah,
yeah,
so
like the
little
hidden roll
game.
Hidden roll.
We had it when we first started gaming. We used to play it a ton, and then we kind of both stopped liking social deduction as much, especially me.
Yeah.
It's my favorite for groups 6+. It's good for that. That's where we
also just don't have like the
group for it anymore.
Group
we used
size to do it, but it's a great game for like a large group. I'd happily play it like at a con.
Yeah.
It's been years at this point, but yeah, it was like an early game for us. Give us like small little box and stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
I said I hate social deduction, but for some reason I love that. Hey, that's what I like about games is like, it's talking about that. It's like, what's your exception to the rule? There's almost, not always, but there's almost always an exception to the rule, right? Like, I hate social deduction games, but I like this one. I don't like social deduction games, but there's like 2 that I really like. So it's like, okay, that's your exception to the rule. I don't like these kinds of games. Boom. I don't like big war games. War of the Ring, though, that's my exception to the rule because it's just like, it's Lord of the Rings, right? So there's almost always an exception to the rule, and I think that's cool about board games is a lot of times you're like, this one works. Don't know why, but it does. And you're just kind of like, all right, cool. I think the puppies are going to bark, bork, bork, bork. They're not borking. Interesting. Citadel's all right, but my group got tired of it when people would pick random rolls and ruined it. Yeah, I could see how that would happen. I really want to try War of the Ring. It's good. But here's the thing. If it was just like the English versus the French in this random place that they did battle, it would be one of the worst gaming experiences of my life. The fact that it's Lord of the Rings makes it for me. And it is different than just a straight up war game. It is legitimately a different kind of game, but it's still a war game that I don't really like in general. So Mikey, our babysitter just got here, and so Mike's giving her the lowdown of Logie Pants, who is very asleep right now. She was up all day, and so we've been trying to get her to go to bed. We finally got her to knock out, and so hopefully she'll be knocked out here for a little bit.
Does Baba need to sleep?
She's sleepy.
She's been sleeping poorly.
Yeah.
She's just teething, I think.
Yeah, she got big old teeth, man.
Yeah.
She got big chompers in there.
All right.
All right, Mikey, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so Orleans. So this is a bag building game where you're getting these different
followers. They're called
followers, indeed. Yeah, and then you're putting in your bag.
Cult.
You're in a cult. I can probably.
Pardon my yawns.
Yeah, let's show that. Just because.
Oh yeah.
This is.
That's the first player marker for Orleans.
Yep, this is our first player marker. It's gonna be Black Widow because she loves this game.
With the blue glow.
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She came out. I almost redid her face because she came out like super angry, but it's alright. So she got like glowy sticks.
She's got her fierce face on, man.
And it's a little. It's not quite as dark as it is in this camera, but
yeah.
A little object source on the back of her cabs, on the ground and stuff. But she got her glowy. I really like
the
how
source lighting on the
came
ground
out on her
really
hair.
Cool.
I think the object source lighting on her hair came out really, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's super angry looking. She looks so pissed.
Hey, it's Joan of Arc.
Yeah, this is our
Basically.
this is Joan of Arc, more or less. She had glowy sticks, right? So Mikey.
I think so, famously.
First player.
Cool. So happy to be here, first player. How do we play this dual version, man? Oh, so these marking your
objectives.
I see your objectives. Okay.
When you get them, wow.
Learn bookkeeping. So get to the 3rd star on that track. Wow. And I guess these are always the same, the goals?
Yes.
That's
interesting. For dual, there are, yeah. So yeah, so this is so basically we're playing normal Orleans except for the events, which are usually over here, usually flipping them. Right. They are set. Pretty much all the events in the invasion expansion are set. That's like one thing about the invasion expansion is like all the solo scenarios, invasion, the prosperity one, they all have one of these. So they are set ones, which is actually kind of nice because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one you just don't.
Man, it can be brutal sometimes.
It can be brutal. And so in this one, yes, when you get here, you can just immediately claim that. You don't have to do anything to claim it.
You have to do them in any kind of order?
Nope, you just need to get 4. And the first person to get to 4 wins. Straight up, if there's a tie, like we both get there in the round, then I think it's money who wins breaks the tie.
Right.
But I can look. But nonetheless, there's no other. So a lot of times, getting citizens is important because you gain points, basically whatever your development level is, times your citizens. But like you still want to get citizens. I'll explain why in a second. But they're not worth anything. Getting buildings out here, none of it's worth anything.
Interesting.
You
Other
just
than
need to do
satisfy
these.
the goals.
Yes,
That is
So
interesting.
this one is establish 3 new branches. So that's you putting out your buildings, and one of them has to be in a spot that's not connected to any water. So that's what this third one is. Shows only that. I don't know why. I'm just sure there's balancing reasons. But it's not very many places where you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to kind of, I guess you go here, here, here.
Here. That's pretty much it.
Basically you have to go up kind of north.
Or down right there.
And we start in Orleans, right?
Nope, you can actually start wherever you want in this one. Usually you start in Orleans, though.
Interesting.
So this one, deliver wine to the castle of, is it Châteauroux? Châteauroux? That's not that one. These French names, I can't understand them. Châteauroux. Oh, here. So you need to deliver 3 wine to there. So go there, turn in 3 wine. You've completed that one. Last one is you got to clothe your lady because she's nude. You got to basically turn in 3 pieces of fabric, 2 Orleans, and one of them must be a brocade. The other 2 can be just wool, though. And that is it. You are trying to race to that. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. Except for we have our beneficial deeds board. It's just like this beneficial deeds board, where if you're the one to finish it, you will get the citizen there. When you use the town hall to put people here, you'll immediately get the bonus above it. These ones will all just give you a coin because we're going to need a lot of money.
Okay, so when you do town hall, you can do like either.
Yeah, you can do either of those. And again, you can get citizens. You can use the bourgeoisie board, and basically you can go there with anybody, and you have to turn in a citizen, and you can do any of those 4 things. So you can get a random good, or get a good of your choice. You can move, get 3 books, or get $5. But the person you put here goes away. They go back to the supply. So they're dead.
Same thing goes for the town hall, right? Anybody put out
They
their
stay
space
out there
and we
permanently.
can't use our starters or something?
No, not for the town hall, no.
Lame. What to do, baby? I'm going to guess Jeff now.
I'm going to guess Hameh.
It could be
Hefe.
Jamie or it could be Johan. As we discovered, it could be
Indeed.
the third.
Also, last thingy,
Foster.
Mike. Normally, if you can't do an event, you endure torture, which is very macabre, but that's how it works.
France, there.
In the duel, if you can't do this, you lose. So if you can't fulfill one of these, you lose. So I think this one's going to be
All right,
particularly.
go over those nice and nice for
It's
me
going
so I
to be
make sure you don't mess
particularly
up.
brutal.
Post hot tub, DC in hand, we vibing. I told Jamie to put the DC into the tub, and did that not happen?
Wow. So
Because I wanted you to have a nice hot Diet Coke bath for when you got home.
So remember, the events always happen during the event phase, which is after the action phase.
Right, so you can like prep. That's
log in
right.
for So this one,
God, I love this
they're
game.
not always bad. Yeah, it's great. This one, you can buy a citizen
$3
for $3.
bonies.
You can do it. It's optional.
Okay.
The harvest just says, see the base game rules. Can't you just print it again?
Absolutely not.
This one, you have to turn in some kind of food or
money.
Or
$5?
Yep. This one, you each receive 3 coins for each trading station you build. So not always bad. Okay. This one, you can trade one thing for one thing. So you might need to trade for like one of these, if like that.
Okay.
This one, cheese day. It's cheese day. Got to get rid of cheese.
Gotta spend some cheese.
Got to get rid of cheese. What is this, the guillotine scenario? Technology, what? Tax. So each player plays 1 coin for each technology tile you've placed. Which remember are these, and those are going to kind of go out here to block off spaces for you. Trading day, each receive 2 coins. This one, quick travel. You can move your merchant by 1 or 2 towns without collecting goods on the way. You pay coins to do so. This one is for each good in your supply, you pay a coin.
Oh my God.
This one, you play goods and or coins worth at least 7 points.
Okay. Or spend a bunch of money.
No, basically you have to turn in stuff up to 7 points.
Oh, and money's okay. So yeah.
So brocade is like 5 points, and each coin would be 1.
Gotcha.
So it's like you have to turn in stuff up to 7 points.
Got it.
You have to do a double harvest here, except for you can't pay money. So you have to do a double harvest. You receive 1 coin for each trading station you built. Each player plays 1 coin for each good in your supply again. Same thing. Dues.
What's the last one?
Return your merchants to Orleans without collecting goods on the way. So basically, at that point, if we finish this round, no one's won, we both lose. Because it's 16 rounds is what we got.
Okay.
Other than that, we're just using the normal beneficial deeds board.
You're not doing the trade board, is that?
No, because the trade board I think gives you a bunch of points, which in this case doesn't matter. So we'll just like,
Nah, that's fair.
Which is funny because we usually do invasion, where you don't use beneficial deeds board, and all the solo scenarios usually don't use beneficial deeds. So I'm like, God, we haven't used this in like a minute.
Did we verify money serving?
$5.
Okay. Can I start with 8?
No.
6?
No.
7?
No.
10?
No.
Do I have a hard bargain? 15.
I'm starting here.
Yeah, Jeff, how was your round, man? Was good.
Was good. Have y'all tried the new War of the Ring card game? Been thinking about it? Is a cheaper version experience? Yes.
We did.
I did not like it. You like it more than me, but I don't think you loved it.
I didn't.
It's also nothing like War of the Ring.
It's very different. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but what we discovered, and I think I clued into this as we were playing and figured out, like, oh, this is sort of there's going to be times, say you're playing a 4-player game, which I think is sort of the idea, and you're on a team, you're either good or bad, and you're going to have basically certain factions. I can't remember how the breakdown goes, but say if you're Sauron, you're going to have like Mordor and stuff, and then the other player's going to have like Isengard troops
Moria,
and Moria and the different factions. So anyway, as these like events come up, these like basically battlegrounds and things come up, if it's the Mines of Moria and I'm the person that has Sauron's troops, I can't play anything there because I wasn't there, which is super cool. I actually really like that.
Yeah.
But it can lead to feeling like you have a bunch of wasted turns.
Yes.
But what you can do is you can basically put cards into reserve. And I was playing as like the Nazgul in the game, so I guess I was the Mordor people. And a lot of them have abilities if they're in reserve. And so it was one thing where it's like, oh, I can't do anything. It's like, yes, you can. Use your time to prep for the future because eventually it is going to be on your battleground. And I don't think Nick and the rest of the table really picked up on like, that's a big part of the game. I don't think it'll necessarily, for you and for us, I don't think it's the most satisfying way to play. So we were underwhelmed by it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's. I don't necessarily think we played it well. I think after a couple more plays, I'd get like the way to play it. I'd probably like it more.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I just feel like there's going to be many, many times where you're like, "Cool, I can't do anything." And there's nothing I hate more in games than being like, "Cool, I just can't do anything." That's just so not fun to me. And like half of that game, I was like, "Cool, I can't do anything." And it really made me dislike it, unfortunately. I really wanted to like it, and I really disliked it.
Yeah.
Pat on the many graphs, the Golden Geek. Thank you, Game Riot. This guy, it's a big deal. We've been really
stoked.
Really pushing for that for years. We've done this show for 5 years, I think. Yeah. Like, it's a big, big deal.
It's a big moment for sure.
We're very, very excited.
And the whole team, everyone, Dave, Paula, Kiki, Matthew, Dan wrote to us today. Yeah. I mean, everyone's really stoked for us. It was really, really
so
cool.
we're really excited. Thank you so much. Yeah. We're very.
Here's the thing on the War of the Ring card game. If it's still interesting, try it yourself because we're just. There's been a lot of people who really love it. So
yeah, a lot of people.
We're
really
not
like
the only.
We're just the right ones.
We're. Jeff had a good round, 9 holes, quick 9 holes, plus 9. So honestly, I'm saying average of a bogey, I think is honestly great.
That's about.
If ever when I played golf, I get to a point where I was averaging 1 over par per per hole, I'd be stoked.
Yeah.
Because I did not average that.
No.
Golf is so hard.
Golf's impossible.
I was watching Phil Mickelson today talk about, like, he's completely cerebral and stuff. And he's done so many swings. He's talking about like a 9-iron. He was talking about, it's just like, I hit 140 yards. You know, if it's like completely neutral, it goes 140 yards. But if the grass is going this way, you're going to get a little more out of it. If it's going this way, you're going to get more spin. You're going to get a little less. And so he has all these things so that when he goes and he plays, depending on all the factors, he can be like, no, this is going to go 137. And he'll hit it within like a yard or two of that distance. Like and I was just like, that is so amazing. But you have to, he's like, yeah, I hit 1,500 balls a week. And he's like, that's how you build that reference. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to get Logan.
Yeah, and again, totally. Try it yourself. For us, I did not like it, but it's from what I'm seeing on like forums and BGG and just people posting about it, people are really seeming to like it. I just didn't. I felt like I wasn't able to do much a lot of the time, and that it was probably more on me than anything else, and it really bothered me. My handicap is 18 to 20. Pros are just insane. Yeah, pros are legitimately nuts. That's why they're pros, right? I can hear Mike with Logan on the baby monitor. So first time I played golf, I did an 18-hole course and 54 shots. I really need to go play the other 17 holes. So God, school. You got us. Well spake. Yeah, it's golf is one of those games that I don't think I'll ever be even remotely good enough to enjoy myself at. I just get way too frustrated. I'll still to mini golf designer, yes. Or what is it, walkabout mini golf? Oh, Mikey, we gotta play walkabout mini golf. Oh, she's awake and she's all fussy about it. She's like, I don't want to be awake. Yeah, same. Let's be honest. I almost died after the being Board and Dice Con. I was so tired. I was more tired after that convention, after that stream, than any other stream I've ever done in my life, including the 24-hour stream. Oh, and now she's fussy. She's fussy today. Mini golf design is a board game. That's right. Walkabout mini golf is so fun. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do? How am I going to beat Mike in this game? I feel like Mike has been on a roll. Mike has been crushing me pretty good lately. Just been destronking me. I mean, really, really beating me up. Walkabout is great. Walkabout's so much fun. We've only played a couple of the courses, but it was really fun to play with Mikey. Really, really dum fuego, dum fuego fun. You know what I'm saying? What? So y'all need to get humbled by Crystal. She's quite good at walkabout. Is that right? Oh, I'd love to. You know what? Speaking of Crystal, I saw an ad for this the other day, and I'd forgotten about this game. But I saw Crystal play it, I think on TLN once, but it was that like that RPG, that like VR RPG, but it was like kind of like a board game. I can't remember what the heck it was called, but I think she played it on TLN once. Yes, Damien Phillips. Yes, that was it. That one seemed really cool. But man, walkabout mini golf is so good. I haven't played VR in, gosh, a couple weeks now. I was playing it like all the time, and then just life got busy, and I haven't in a minute. I want to get back on. I was playing a bunch of, I gotta get back on No Man's Sky. Ooh, maybe I'll play tonight. No Man's Sky is so good. Oh my gosh. No Man's Sky in VR is particularly fun. The problem with No Man's Sky is I want to play it standing. I've tried playing it sitting, and I really didn't like it that much. So, but it's hard to stand for that long. Oh my gosh, No Man's Sky was great. Just getting in a ship. I remember No Man's Sky when the first like pirates attacked, and I was like, oh, just like flying around trying to shoot them. Oh my gosh. No Man's Sky is bonkers town. Bonkers town, USA. I wonder if I can find America in there. It's got to be in there somewhere, right? There's like 15 quintillion planets. America's got to be one of them. You know, how many different planets can there be? Anyone do anything fun over the weekend? Mikey did a 29.5-hour play festival where people have 29.5 hours to write a play, and then someone directs that play, and the actors have, again, that amount of time to learn the script and perform it that night. It was very fun. I didn't participate in it, and I wasn't running it, but Mike and Karen were running it. So we did that, and then we had Board and Dice Con yesterday, which was cool. So yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks. And then this weekend is Logan's birthday, so it's going to be another busy weekend. So So I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that standing to play for long periods of time ain't great. Yeah, it's like with like No Man's Sky, I'm like moving around my living room enough where I'm like kind of pacing around, doing this, doing that, where it's not like I'm standing. My whole thing is where I really struggle is if I'm standing in place. If I'm standing but not moving, then like my back, my feet, my legs start to really hurt. If I'm moving, it's not quite as bad. But like if I'm playing like something like a No Man's Sky, I'm not moving a lot. And I'll play for like 2 hours, and by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been standing here for a minute. But I've tried playing like in my office chair, and because it's in VR, I really want to be able to like turn and look and go around. And I can do that in like a swivel chair, but it's just not quite the same. And so, that's what it is. She's got to be at least 45 Americas, right? How is Logan? She's good. We think she's teething right now. She's been kind of fussy the last couple days, and she's not sleeping great. So like all day today, we were like hoping she was go to sleep, but she was just not having it. And then she was getting kind of like fussy, and we're like, you're fussy because you're tired, and you need to go to sleep. But she's just like not having it, and so we're just like, oh my gosh. So we finally, Mike and I were playing a quick game of baseball highlights before the stream because we had a little bit of time, and she finally. Mike was holding her, and she finally started knocking out. We were like, oh, man, okay. So we put her down in bed, and she was sleeping up until a moment ago, but now she's kind of being fussy again. I'm like, yeah, because you probably need to sleep more. You need to stay asleep, lady. The only game that worked sitting was Moss, but that's because of the static settings that you move a character through. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, VR, a lot of VR is meant to be moving. Like you're standing, you're moving, and stuff like that. Even if it's not a ton of movement. It just kind of works better that way. And so, it's interesting. It's interesting. What I would love to do is like have, like say the garage that we're in right now, have this be like more or less empty, like have all this stuff gone out of the way and have like a big area you can move around in. Not necessarily like a huge, like a giant open field, but like pretty big. That would be cool because then you really could like move a bit. And like that would be cool. Or if you get to the point where you have one of those weird dome thingies with your socks, and you can kind of go. Sounds great. This would be so fun. How's the lady? Fussy pants? Yeah, sounds like it.
We're gonna see how this goes.
She just fussy?
Yeah. We'll see. Oh, poor baby. This is Parenthood in a nutshell, y'all.
You want to take care of her? You can, man. I can talk to chat. We may get a game in today. We'll see.
We'll see, y'all. Stand by.
Do you think, baby?
She's waking up slow.
Do you think, baby? It's always interesting because she doesn't cry much. She honestly doesn't. And so whenever she's like crying, I'm like, oh man, you're really fussy today, because she really doesn't cry much. So not fussy at all. It's not like she's telling us how terrible daddy was to her. Exactly. She's just like, he's so mean to me. We'll come back to the screen because we'll see. We'll see if we play. Or I don't think we're going to get to play. I'm just going to play it. Hey, that's okay. Gen Con pays us for our looks, not so we play games. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Yeah, she's very fussy today. I don't know what's going on. But I do hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Boarding Guys Con was fun. It was a lot of work. We were saying afterwards, like if we do something like that again, we're putting on like some kind of big 8-hour stream where we have people calling in and doing all this stuff. It went really well, but we were in like, of the 8 things, I think we were in 5 of them, and we need to be in less of them, I think, because it was a lot to be setting everything up, getting everything in place, doing all that. Everyone was really, really nice, but just doing that and being in it was a bit too much. Again, I was beyond exhausted. So yeah, my friend's 16-month-old was fussy during board game night on Saturday night, hence playing easier to teach games or games you can put down for a few minutes. Yeah, we've both gotten pretty good at like playing while holding her. Because sometimes she's just like, no. But a lot of times for her, mostly when she gets fussy is because she wants to be able to move around. So if she's like in her chair, she'll get like, nah, don't strap me down. And then like, so what we'll do is put the dogs outside. They're fine with her, but just in case, we will put them outside if we're doing this for any kind of extended period of time, and kind of block off part of the house, and then kind of just let her roam, because she has her little baby jail with her fence, but it's not that, it's decent size, but it's not humongous. So then she can kind of really feel like, yeah, I can move around, I can go wherever I want, and that usually makes her feel a little better, because that's usually when she's getting fussy, is because she doesn't really want to be in her baby jail where all her toys are. But so every once in a while, we'll just kind of let her scoot around the table, and then she goes, happy, I am bag man. Good opportunity to teach me, Grandma. Sure, hotel you can set up and do it full teach. Thank you. I can teach you right now, easy. Grandma's hotel. It's brutal. It's terrible. It hurts. Done. Easy. Easy teach. It's very good. It very fun. It very, very hurt. It very hurt. It's one of those games where you're just not going to be able to do what you want to do, but it's for us, it's fun. We were playing Lorenzo Il Magnifico, which is the same designers, and I'm like, oh yeah, you really like to make these like brutal games where they just hoit. They just hoit, Lord Zeolite say, I appreciate young kid life talk. Yeah, Mike's going through it. Honestly, she's for the most part, such an easy baby. We are hoping that she is an equally easy toddler. No toddler is like easy, they're toddlers. They're wild out and they're crazy all the time, but she's such an easy baby for the most part. But every once in a while, yeah, she just gets fussy. She's teething, she doesn't feel good, and then, yeah, she does that kid thing where she's really tired, so she's upset. But the thing that would make her not upset is if she slept, but her being upset is keeping her from sleeping, which is making her more tired. And you're just like, just sleep. You need to sleep. That's your problem, is you need to sleep. Oh, yeah, she's such a silly girl. She got big old cheeks. They're the best. But, yeah, it's been good. Yeah, so we're doing her birthday. We got a bunch of people coming into town. Which will be cool. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of a chill day. It's Mother's Day too. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, excited. And then the next weekend, we actually, I think, have a weekend off. And we're just like, whew, man, we need that weekend off. And then the week after that is gonna be BGG Con, BGG Spring, which will be really fun. We didn't get to go to a BGG Con last year. BGG Con's great because like, BGCon, it's literally just playing games. There's nothing else like to do there, like at all. Like you just play games. There's no like shows. There's no panels. It's just a library and tables. It's awesome. So careful now. Our first kid felt like a breeze, so we went for a second. The second had all the energy and fussiness. That's how they get you. Yeah, you heard that a lot. Like it's not always true, but a lot of times, like if the first one's really difficult, the second one is like super easy. And if the first one's super easy, the second one is super difficult. So, so yeah, you just that's how it goes. You're like, oh, I know someone whose parents were straight up like that. They're like, the first one was so easy that we're like, yeah, and they're like, they were literally saying that like if we had the second one first, we wouldn't have had a second kid because it was so difficult because they would just cry. They turned into a cool person once they grew up, but man, apparently they were like the hardest baby on the planet. Hey, what are you gonna do? Can't eat vegetables, so you play games and be miserable. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, man, oh man, it's been wild, fam. It's been a wild year, and it's getting wilder. Some good ways, some really not good ways. It's getting wild. It's going to be an interesting year, fam. It's going to be a kind of a pivotal year for the Brothers Murph in general and kind of the Murph family in general. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, we're going to kind of see. It's been, the fact that it's already, May 8th? We're not even like, it's not even like, oh, it's May. It's like, no, we're a quarter of the way through May. Nuts. This year has been a bonkers town girl. But yeah, we've been getting through it. Oh, I was looking for something. It's right there. I couldn't find it earlier. Man, wish I had a little solo game I could play, but I don't really feel like taking this down. We're gonna give Mike like 10 more minutes. If he's not here in 10 more minutes, we're probably just gonna start packing this game up because he's not gonna finish in time. Don't remind me how fast this year's been going. Just flying by, absolutely flying by. I mean, dude, oh, my lord. Yeah, it's been pretty nuts how quick it's been going. It's been nuts. It's been just absolutely crazy. You can play Palm Island. I could, here's the thing. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Do I have it? I know I have it, but where do I have it? Is a actual question with actual words and sentences. Oh, I brought it. Where is it? Oh, you know what, fam? It might be in my car. Because I brought it to Disneyland. Okay, here's the thing. If it's not here, it's not there. It must be in my car. Give me 1 second. If people at Gen Con come through and say, hey, where are the Murphs? We're dead. All right, I'll be back. All right, you butts, stop talking crap. Boom. Took all these to Disneyland, and the gentleman who checks people's bags made me open up every single game. And he just had to check every single one. Okay. All right. All right. Palm Island. Let's do it. This is the most entertaining they've been all year. Sarcasm. Wow. Why the hate? Why the hate? You have sent me on a wild goose chase. That is accurate. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Get out of here, Orlean. You're trash, and I hate you now. Okay. Poom Ulund. Oh, gosh. So there are two decks. One has this blue. I can probably get in even more. Let's get here in the center. Hang on then. Enhance. Boom. There's the blue banner, and then there's the red banner. We'll play with red. So basically, this is you can play it solo, you can play it co-op, you can play it competitive. they mostly work kind of the same way, where you're basically just trying to make your deck of cards as good as possible by getting these stars. These stars here are going to be pints. It comes in pints, I'm getting one. And we're basically going to have 8 rounds to make this as good as possible. I think there's 17 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Because that's the 17th card. That's right. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the cards. They all have numbers here in the top corner. So we have like 4, 2, 7, 15, and you're going to mix them up. And you want that in the top left corner. The other side does not have that. So that's how you know they're the right way. So we're going to go blim, blim, blam, boom, bloop. And then if you're playing a competitive game, the other person needs to put these cards in the same order because you have the same cards. And so the competitive one is basically, the competitive way plays exactly the same as a solo game, except for you could lose to your competitor, whereas a solo game is just kind of like a, hey, try and score as many points kind of thing. These are plastic cards, which means we can play them in the hot tub. Jeff? God, I love plastic cards. Okay, so we'll go boom. That's what we got. And then this is going to go shafwack on top. So basically what this is saying is that we're in round 1. When this goes, we're going to be kind of putting stuff like this through our deck. We're going to be going through our deck. When this comes back through, so we go like boom, it's here, we're going to flip, boom, now we're in round 2. And then it'll go to the back. And then we'll keep going like that. And then to round 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8. And then that will be the game. And we'll basically see how many points we can get. So how the game plays is boom. You always have access to 2 cards. So in this case, we happen to have 2 quarries here. You always have access to 2 cards. You can use either of these cards. So this one or this one. So my only problem is you kind of have to hold it all the way like this. I almost always ever just deal with the first card because it's kind of a pain to hold like this. But technically you have both. So you have both cards here. And there's a couple different things you can do with the cards. So one, if they're going to have, let's say this one was this way, this has a stone up top. And so you can essentially save resources. So if you save resources, you are, well, the first thing you can do is you can just skip. You're like, I'm not going to use this card. Boom, put it there. Now I have access to these cards. And then boom, kind of keep going like that. But if you had a resource, what you can do is this green arrow means you can turn it and essentially gather that resource for free. So basically how you gather it is you're going to put it behind. And this is also one of the reasons why I don't like holding them like this, because you start having stuff sideways and it gets kind of weird. But you technically have access to both the cards. So boom. And so now this one, let's just say, we're not going to do that. This one I could turn to the side. It's going to give us a wood and a fish. There's stone, wood, and fish. But to turn it, I would need to turn in 2 fish or 2 wood, which I don't have, so I would have to ignore that one. This one requires a fish. This one gives me a fish, and it's nothing to turn, so boom, I'll do that one. But you can see is you're never rearranging them. So you can see this one's on the very back, but this one isn't. So eventually these things will start coming back through. This one right here, we could do something with it by turning in stuff. We don't have that. So now let's do this one because this one is free. We can go boom. And then now we kind of have some options. You can only ever have 3 things, you can only ever have 3 things out here. So if I wanted to turn this wood, I would have to get rid of something. Also, if a card ever gets to the front of your deck and you haven't used it yet, then it just gets turned back up and immediately shuffled to the back. So you don't really want it because you essentially just wasted a turn doing that. So in this case, what I instead could do, I could turn this card like this by turning in a wood and a fish. So let's say to use these, I'm going to turn these back. Now I know you're not pulling them out and putting them back. You're just putting them back wherever they are in your deck. And in this case, I will flip this one over, and now it has different stuff on it. And it will then go to the back. There are also certain things, like let's say I had a stone and a wood, you then could flip it over. and you're flipping it over, not flipping it and turning it. You're just straight flipping it over, and now there's 2 wood. And then now if I spend 2 wood and a stone, I can turn it like this, and now it's worth 5 points. And it doesn't have anything else, but now it's worth 5 points. We're trying to get as many points as possible. And you can see flipping things, turning things will usually give you points as well. So that's basically what we're doing. We're basically gathering resources. Make sure I have everything right. Nope. We're basically gathering resources, turning them in, bringing them out to use them, turning them in to turn cards over or flip cards like this or some variation of that to try and get the most points. And we have eight rounds. Oh, did I shuffle it in here? I think I did. Yep. We essentially have 8 rounds to do as well as we possibly can. So we're going to see. I don't feel like I'm very good at this game, but it's fun. And it's perfect, again, to play like in line because you're just hanging out. Or if you're playing like at a restaurant, you each have, a deck in hand.
Everyone in chat.
It's good. So let's go ahead and play that.
It, dude.
Because we're not gonna get to Orleans. It's just not gonna happen. All right, so the first thing we do, we can't use this, so blam. So this temple, we don't have any of these things. The temples don't ever really give you anything, but they give you a lot of points, like 10 points if you get all the top. So we're just gonna flip-flop it over here. This fish, yeah, let's turn this fish to the side. Ooh, another fish. We kind of might as well. Ooh, or I could spend a fish to either flip it over or turn it. What's the flip over? Ooh, a wood and a fish or a double fish. Let's go ahead and spend this. Let's flip it. Bam. So now this one has a wood and a fish. I'll try and not keep moving forward. And then again, when you flip it, it immediately comes here. So this one has a wood and a fish, but we have to turn in stuff to use it. So we're not going to do that. Boom, canoe house, we'll flip-flop it over here. All of this stuff is too expensive for us to do, so right to the back. This one's free, so we'll go blam. Ooh, so to get the stone is more expensive. I would need to turn in a wood or a fish. I feel like we're gonna get another wood at some point. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I could have done that for a wood and a fish, but hey, we didn't do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go blam. And keep in mind, again, you always have access to the front 2 cards. So what I could do, and let's just go ahead and do it to show, I could go boom and still have access to this one. It's much harder to hold this way in my opinion. Although it's actually not too bad. But if you have smaller hands, the only thing, I kind of wish you only ever had access to the top. I am going to go boom though. So wood and a fish to flip it over. Yeah.
Eat the fish.
Kill them.
You know what I found with this game?
What?
Key.
Boom.
Well, not the key necessarily, but you can look at the top 2 cards and take the first or second.
Yeah.
I almost never.
We were just talking about that. I hate it. Yeah. It just makes it harder to hold.
I agree.
That's my main issue.
Sometimes taking that second card is definitely better.
Yes. So I've heard you talk about Palm Island so much. I'm glad to see you explain it. Now I definitely have to get this. Howdy, folks. This Orleans looks awfully small. It's very small, and it's very tropical now. This is what France looks like.
Yep.
Juju, you don't know what France looks like. Don't tell me you're from there. I don't believe you. So don't tell me that I'm wrong about France. This looks exactly like France.
It's a great game and very soloable and very cooperativable.
Yeah. Again, the solo and the competitive is literally just this game. Yeah. You're just seeing who can get more points. Foster, I need to get this game. It's really fun for. What we should do is y'all should get a copy. I'll bring my copy to Disney World. Then all 3 of us can play it.
You absolutely can.
So, and also get the ones with plastic cards so you can play in the hot tub. It's a great hot tub game.
Oh my God, you can play it on a water slide and
we
film
on
it.
Splash
That's
Mountain.
called content. All right.
Content. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this quarry. We'll get this wood. So maybe I shouldn't have gotten this stone because stone is.
Big ups in chat for Nick holding down the fort, and Nick, thank you for the flexibility.
Ooh, you got it, baby. Okay, so boom. So these will stay here, but now we are officially in round 2. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a great little game. It's just a good little, and then there's like solo, put this down like that. There's like solo, there's way to play it co-op, and then there's also like, I've never played, there's things like feats you can get, and there's like extra cards, and I think they're almost like, kind of like missions that you're trying to do. And there's cooperative, casual competitive, competitive speed, and there's like villager cards you can throw in there. There's like a kind of like a lot of different ways to play the game. How's she doing?
Good. She's settling in. She's more awake now and having a snack. So I'm just gonna hang out.
Do your thing, dude. Yeah.
In the area.
You got it, man. You got it. Yeah, it's really cool. And again, they sold us because they literally took the game threw it in a fishbowl with water in it at Gen Con. They're like, look, plastic cards. And we were like, here's my money. It was great. Yeah, it's super fun. Okay, so now we're going blam. So now we've gone once through already. So you can see that's what we're doing. All we're doing is using stuff, trying to get as many points as possible. Temple, can't do anything with this, so get out of my face. Okay, Canoe Hoos. So we can get, let's do this one. Ooh. Oh, so this is interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick because I'm not going to use it. So in this case, ooh, hold on, maybe I won't. So in this case, we could flip this or turn it over, which will give us 3 wood, which is quite a lot. Although we don't really need 3 wood that often. I think I'm just going to go Shafwack. Gosh, more fish, huh? You know what? I'll turn this fish in to do double fish. Okay, I think I can probably zoom out a little bit because y'all can see it better now. So, boom. Okay. Thing is about this stone, we probably should have gotten this stone because look, we have not been able to use it at all. Stone is more used for like the bigger stuff. So early game, stone's not that useful, and I think we're gonna end up having to get rid of it. Okay, we can turn in this wood and this fish, blam. To flip this, it's exactly the same, except for now it's worth a point. And then boom, see? And now this is gonna go womp, womp, just like that, and it's gone. So currently UK price for the cardstock German version is $12 plastic, is 85. I think the plastic version might have been a limited print run, so the paper version is still fine for peasants. You know what I'm saying? It says, games that you can play in your hand. I print and played Numbsters recently from Button Shy. It's a small puzzle game about eating all the cards. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Numbsters is amazing. I really want to try Numbsters. I've still yet to win Numbsters. I can't seem to get my head around it. I got to get into this Button Shy. I just want to start playing their games just because, Jamie, you love them so much. Okay, can't do anything with this. Boom. 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 Nope, still can't do anything. We're kind of that spot here. This isn't just stuff to pay for stuff. Ooh, oh, you know what? Let's go here. Because now I can. I'm going to turn these 2 wood to go blam. So that was a situation where we wanted the 2. And then now, bam, now we have a free stone, which is great. Boom. No, are we already through again? Are my stars? Wow, that went fast. So I won once, and still I told everyone I know because I'm so proud. Bam. Okay, this is a free one. Shafwack. So again, this is a situation where we were last time where it's like, do we do I don't know if we ever really need 3 wood. What's this? 3 fish? Same thing. We don't really ever need 3 wood or 3 fish. So I think I'm just going to ignore that one. Well, I guess I could flip it over. What would that give us? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, let's flip this. So this one's going to cost us 1 wood and 1 fish. Blam. And we're going to flip it this way, which is a wood and 2 fish. And it's free to turn it, which is pretty great. Pretty great. And actually, this is like the final form. We can't really turn it anywhere else. But it's not worth any points, which is a bummer. Boom. Okay, so this is a situation where we can go boom. Do we want this stone? I think we don't. We're not quite there. So I'm going to turn in a fish and a wood. And we're going to flip-flop, blip-blop that. Which is now, so that went from nothing to now a fish and a wood. Interesting, okay. To get this wood, I would have to turn in a fish or a wood. To get this stone, rather, I have to turn in a fish or a wood. Not going to do that, can't do that. Well, I guess I could hold on to it. Can't do that. Okay, so I guess we could hold this one on front here and see if there's anything we're going to need that stone for. Can't do anything with that. Ooh, interesting. I guess we'll go here. Oh, there's a free stone. So I'm going to go free stone. Get rid of that then. Ugh. Game does get a wee bit unwieldy in a way because you're just turning stuff, but it works really well. Okay, so we're going to go boom. Ooh, 2 wood would give us another Starn. Interesting. Let's do that because then it gives us another free stone. Whoosh. Bam. Oh my gosh, we're already in round 4. So we're almost halfway through the game here, fam. So I love how Palm Island does the round track. Reminds me of Black Snot does it too. Yeah, it's just such a clever little thing. Like, oh, when it gets here, that's the end of the round. It's really, really cool, this game. I really like it a lot. Black Sonata, plenty of good talk about good solo games. Yeah, Black Sonata is probably my favorite solo game right now. Just stupidly good. I mean, just so wild. Bye, Juju. All right, we're in round 4. We're almost halfway through. Shavak. Shablam. Shavoof. Okay. We're still in that boat where, again, I could flip it or do something with it. I think I'm just not gonna. Yeah, because now we have hecka fish. Hecka fish, hecka fish, hecka fish. Let's do, what's turning this over do? Ooh, wouldn't a fish? Let's do that. We'll throw this over, wouldn't a fish. Might as well get the wood. Ooh, this one we can go, oh, let's do this. Okay, so we can turn in, we're going to end up wasting kind of a lot of, we're going to waste 1 fish. We're going to turn in 1 stone, 1 fish, 1 wood, whack, and go wabam. So now this one has all 3, which is pretty great. I wish I could use that right now, but I can't. Okay, and again, these housing ones, these are all just points. I might be able to flip that actually. Hold on. If I can get another fish, ooh, 2 woods would give me a free Starn. Yeah. Blam. Let's just get rid of this one. Boom. Boom. I'm not going to do that one because it's going to cost me. I need a fish. I want a fish so I can make this housing. No, I don't need Starn. Although I needed Starn a second ago, but I guess we might as well. Oh. All right, so we're going to be in round, boom, 5. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go, we're going to turn you in, put you out, and then we're going to go wop, and flop that one and make it worth some points, and we can flip it again. It'll be worth 6 points, which is pretty good. Oof. Okay, sorry. Ugh. Ugh. See, like this hurting me. Blam for free. Ooh. We could flip this one. Yeah, you know, let's go blam, and we'll flip this one, and now we have 2 of those 2 fish, 1 stones. Oh, this is all 3 BB. Let's not do that. Ooh, 2 and a fish. What does that give us? Oh, 2 stone for free? Oh, no. Okay, let's hold on to that one. I would really like to get a... Oh, that one is... I'd really like to get another fish, but I think we're going to run out of space before we can, so I think I'm just going to have to... Let's just do it, because I think I'm going to run out of space. We're going to do all this, and we're going to go boop bop, which is now going to give us 2 stone, and it's going to be worth 2 points, which is great. I feel like I'm playing a better game than I usually do. All right, let's get this Starn. Let's not do that Starn. We'll get this Starn. Oh my gosh, we're in round 6. Oh, all right, no. Ooh, we can start doing these temples. If I can get a fish and a... Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Sorry. I'm going to go wabam. And now we have 2 stone, a fish, and a wood. We're going to go ooh, like that. And we're going to go wow. And now it's worth 3 points. I feel like I am doing actually pretty good here, which is nice. Due to all the chat's good advice. I agree. I don't think we're going to do this housing right now. This one's pretty expensive. I can't afford to turn that one to the side, but I will turn you to the side, and why not turn you to the side? Ooh, let's do you to the side. I'm not going to do you. Ooh, wood and a fish. Let's just do that one. And we're going to go wham, which is worth some points. Let's go ahead and do that one. And we're going to flip-flop that blip-blop. Boom. Ooh, double stone. For a free. I don't think we're going to use this log. Actually, no, let's do like this. We're not going to use that. Okay, so temple. So now we can do 2 stone, a fish. We're going to use both of these, which is kind of a bummer, but let's just do it because that's going to be good. And we're going to flip this over, which is now worth more points. Oh, so that would have been, this side would have been better because we had 3. What are you going to do? I guess we'll go quarry. Oof, quarry. Bam, round 7, baby. We only got 2 more rounds. Oh, man. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this wood to put out a fish in a wood. Ooh, I'm going to keep this temple around. We'll see if we can do this one. Ooh, this housing, too. What does this temple give us to 6? Yeah, oof. Okay, we'll need a fish in a wood. So I'm going to get rid of that. Yep, this, oh no, this one costs though. I think we have one that doesn't cost. So I'm going to, yeah, there we go. I'm going to go boom. And now we have, I can't use all of these like this. Oh no. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go here because I know I have a double stone somewhere. Oh man. Okay, hold on then. Oh no, this sucks. Okay, now I'll do boom, boom. And now we can do, no, I need 2 stone. Oh, this is killing me. I'm spending so much of my life. Ooh, this is 1-1-1. Let's go ahead and do it. Short-sighted. Boom. Okay, okay, here's my double stone. Gersh. Okay, now we'll go double stone. We're gonna do all of these. Double stone, double fish, 2 wood. Ugh. And now, boom, this one is fully upgraded to 6 points, which is great. But man, it took us all freaking round to do that one. Oh my gosh. Wood. We're not doing that one. Ooh, man, I would love to be able to upgrade this temple. Let's hold on to it for a bit. We might be able to do it. We're gonna need, it's gonna be tough. All right, fam, last round. We're going to need that double stone. Well, we're going to need to do this. We're going to need that double stone, that fish stone. Yeah, you know, we're going to need this. It's going to kind of, I think our last thing is going to be is trying to do this because I don't think we're going to be able to do anything else. This is the same thing. So, yeah, because we're basically going to need this. And we're going to get rid of those. Well, yeah. And then we're going to need that double stone one, and then we'll be able to do this one. And that's going to be the last thing we do. So now we have 3 stone, 2 fish, 2 wood, which is exactly what we need for this. Boom. You blam. It's worth 6 more points. Gotten 4, 3, and 3. That would be very difficult. Boom. Is there anything else we're going to be able to do here? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where are we at? Man, okay, so... Because my thing is if I can flip this, that's worth a point. I just don't think I'm going to be able to. So we're going to ignore that. I guess we'll do this. Yeah, we're done. Dang. Wanted to. Okay. And that's going to be it. Okay, so now we're going to look at points on the ones that are face up like this. And then that's going to be it. We'll see how well we did here. So, no points. No points. No points. We got 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 16, 22, 22. That's what we got. 22 points, fam. Okay, what do we got? How bad are we at this game? Yeah, 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 yeah. Where's the solo? Oh, here's solo. What do we have? 26? We were respectable. We were not exceptional. We were respectable. 22? Did I say 22? No, 22. So we're still respectable. But on the low end of respectable. It's really tough. It's a really fun little puzzle because it is. It's really hard. Like trying to figure out like, oh man, should I bring this one out? Should I not? Is it worth it to flip this like this? Do I need that fish? Do I need that wood? Like I kept coming across that one where I could have flipped it and gotten 3 wood, but I kept being like, I don't need 3 wood. But as you get higher and higher into these like housing and temples and stuff like this one, I don't know how you would do this one, but that's why it's worth 10 points, you know? Very difficult, really fun little game. And it's cool, you know, you play it in the palm of your hand. It's rad. Let's kind of get everything face up again. And again, and competitive is exactly the same. You're just trying to score more points. And basically, once you get to the end of your round, you basically wait until your opponent gets there too. And then you both flip, and then you keep going. Just boom, right there. Do you get extra points playing a hot tub? Yes, you do. And then again, the blue, exactly the same cards, nothing different at all. Just blue. Make sure that's all the same. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. And that's Palm Island. There you go, Yami. Boom, boom. Good call. Good call on playing that one. They have a version called Palm Labs. It's sciencey. What? I've never heard that. Ooh, I'm going to buy that. I love that. All right, fam. I'm going to start cleaning this up because, you know. We're not playing this right now. We're not playing this right now. So y'all can hang out with me and watch me clean up. Any questions? AMA time, you know. I had to push this forward. Actually, let me start with 5 coins. Bam. Bam. Well, I was excited to try this, but Mike's baby got in the way, I guess, you know? Jeez. Oh, I love her so much. I love her, I promise. Boom. What's everyone trying to get played this week? That's a good question. What's everyone trying to get played? At this point, I'm going to try and get Orleans played this week because I would really like to try it. Other than that, I don't really know. I don't remember what we're playing tomorrow. Let me actually look. I'm fairly certain we're playing a board game. More Bullet Heart /star/orange played what? What are the words you're saying, Game Writer Sky? Acropolis for us. Ooh, Acropolis is so good. Ah! Acropolis is... That is a playable game. The Cascadia, just so easy. From level 99 games. Wow, okay. Cool. Came with the top 10s to play games the Fuzzy Kid about. Mike really should do like a short at least of like 10 games you can play when your baby is fussy. God, that would sell. So the brothers are on Gen Con TV. Indeed, we're here every Monday. Board game get tables. I know. I want to know. Wine. And by the way, we got these realistic bits from Board Game Geek. They are very, very cool. I like them. I do like upgrading with these kinds of things. Just like these kind of like nice, like more realistic bits. I just think they're nice, especially for like really dry hero games like this. It's just kind of nice to have like these kind of more deluxe things. So I meant Akatori, but I'm playing Acropolis. No, play Acropolis. Don't play that other game. The other game is trash, probably. I don't know. Sure. Bowl's a neat game. You might like it. I think I remember hearing Ross talk about that game and made me want to play it. It said, yeah, you need to match patterns of symbols to keep your board clean. Asymmetric player powers plays fast. Interesting. Huh. I like that. Cheese. Dog hair, cheese. I would like to get Art Deco out in real life as only played on BGA. We just got that one. One of our followers, Dawson DeMar, sent it to us because they're basically like, hey, if I had a platform in which to like evangelize a game in, this would be the game I'd evangelize. And so they sent it to us because they want us to play it and then basically see if we want to evangelize it. And I was like, that's awesome. So really excited to play it because, yeah, I've never heard of it. I mean, it's not an old game. And yet I've never heard of it. Where is the last band? Oh, here it is. But yeah. Yeah, it's like a deck building game, got cool art. Yeah, we have it right over there. We're gonna play it at some point here. That's maybe something we'll try and get played this week. We have like actually a somewhat slow week. I mean, slow for us at least. Or just, I guess it's not even that much slower. It's just the last 2 months have been so bonkers that we've been like barely hanging on. So it'll feel slow comparatively. So every time I play this game, it's with one player who kind of ruins the game for me. I would like the idea of this game. That's so interesting. If you don't mind me asking, in what way do they ruin the game? They just like play crappy, like in terms of like mean or whatever, and they just kind of mess it up? Because that's a bummer. It's a freaking classic, this one. So good. It's so good. I only wish they had more variety in the art cards. Yeah, with a game like Art Deco, you would kind of expect it, right? Yeah, I've heard it's really good. See, it's two different people, but they whine the whole game, and then that they lose, and they end up winning. I do know, I don't whine, but I very often will think that Mike is like crushing me, and then I end up winning. I know that annoys him. I've been honestly really trying to work on that because I know it must be very annoying. But yeah, I do know those kinds of players, and they're not fun to play with. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. We got these, also the Giga Bits, which are just, any bag building game, Giga Bits are just so nice. Orleans! Just in case you forgot what you're playing. Just in case. Okay. If y'all have not noticed, I am incapable of leaning over to grab something without making like sound. It's just part of my personality at this point. It's a part of my life. Bam. 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 Blam. Blam. clams. I could probably just do that. We honestly, we might be able to get all this in one box now that I think about it, but I don't know. We weren't. Okay, so Mikey's bag is over there. Then where's the bag for the coins? Ooh, coins. Gonna be Mike now. Hey, I'm Mike. That's my impression of Mike. It's spot on. Don't say it's not. Bam. You gotta cover the bones creaky. You gotta do it somehow, you know. Oh my God, when did Mike get back? Oh my gosh. Where the poop did I put? I'm missing a bag. All right, Mike's going away. Nick's back. Now Nick's gone again. We have a whole drawer full of bags. Is anyone in chat the same way? That's how you know a gamer. When you find some good bags and you're just like, oh yeah, or you get extra bags, you're like, oh yeah, extra bags, heck yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else bag degenerates like us? I have a bag full of bags. Yeah. At my apartment, I have a bag full of bags. Here we have a drawer full of bags, but at home I have a bag full of bags. It's great. You absolutely love to see it. All righty. Well, that was a great play of Orleans. Yes. That's interesting. We definitely could fit this into one box. Well, this is pretty full. Yeah, this is pretty full. I don't know if we could fit this into one box. It's fine. I like the blue box. I also like the boxes just like such a different color. Oh my God, these are heavy. Especially this one. This one is heavy. So you're not a bag degenerate. Where to go? Until you create separate labels for each bag stating what goes in them. That is Abtrube. Steve does that. Steve puts labels on his bags. It's great. Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to lie. You always know what goes in what bag. That's Steve in chat. Love him. Absolutely love it. Boom, Orleans girl. Well, fam, we got a couple minutes here. So yes, I got a really nice stack of extra bags in the game I opened today, and it was glorious. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So my drawer full of baggies is a shelf, and I can't get rid of them quickly enough. I do have a box full of fabric bags in 6 colors. I swap into new games as and when they are needed are added to my collection. That's interesting. Gosh, if you could find like a cheap fabric bag option, you know, that like someone makes or whatever, get a whole bunch of them, and like especially just like in, let's say, generic player colors, or you get like, you know, like 10 greens, 10 yellow, 10 blue, 10 red, and that way at least you can put player colors in bags. That's not a bad idea, actually. I like that. A lot of that. Yeah, it's definitely that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We have a drawer just so unorganized, just stuffed bags in there. Because it is, we get extra bags, we just go right in that drawer. But it means you forget. Any thoughts on the other Golden Geek winners? Okay, let's go through it. Good call. Good call. I think we're gonna do we do top 10s for Board Game Geeks. I think we're gonna do like a top 10, basically going through 10 of the awards, talking about it. But yeah, let's talk about them. I disagree with many of them. Two-player game. The winner was Splendor Duel, Wingspan Asia, and Undaunted Stone Grab were the runner-ups. I probably would choose Splendor Duel. Or, well, would Beer and Bread be on that one, or would that be this coming year? I think this coming year. Beer and Bread for two-player game?
Next year, I think.
Okay.
I don't know quite how the cutoff.
I don't entirely know what the cutoff is either, but I would say of those three, Splendor Duel. We'll go through the three that are here. Artwork presentation, Flamecraft, Everdell the Complete Collection, or Wonderland's War. I would have picked Wonderland's War, although I do think Flamecraft is number 2. Everdell is...
Flamecraft is quite
of those
deserving.
three, Everdell's kind of a distant third for me personally. Cooperative game, Return to Dark Tower, Oathsworn, or ISS Vanguard. We've only played Dark Tower, but from what I know about the other two, I still think Dark Tower would be my favorite. So I would say that one's correct. I'm actually pretty surprised that Dark Tower beat out Oathsworn.
Me too. I'm
So
very
like
shocked by that.
good for rest. I'm literally wearing a Dark Tower shirt right now.
Nick's out shilling out for the old sponsor there.
Yeah.
What happened there?
One of the strings came out of the bag.
Backside and yanked crank there, huh? Pull the old string out.
You know?
I'm ready to play. So
Why is it not? You missed so much streaming, dude.
Why is it not set
I'm
up?
keeping the money for today. It saves my money.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand.
So art was that, cooperative game was that. Expansion was Dune Imperium, The Rise of X, Wingspan Asia, and Dune Imperium Immortality. Haven't played any of them, but Wingspan Asia would be my favorite because I don't like Dune Imperium. Innovative game, Cat in the Box 1, Turing Machine, and Heat Pedal the Metal were number 2 and 3. I don't really agree with Heat Pedal the Metal in terms of innovative. Turing Machine should have won that. I like Cat in the Box. I like how innovative and different it is. Turing Machine should have won that.
It's tricky. I think either are both very worthy, and I think Cat in the Box won because trick taking is such a. There's so many ways to twist it up.
Yeah, there's so many.
The idea of like
so
there's
many
no
analog computers in
assigned.
games.
There's so
You know
so
what I
many
mean?
unassigned suits. I would have voted Turing Machine just purely off of liking Turing Machine better, and I do think it's super innovative. But I can understand why Cat in the Box won because I'm like for a trick taking game, like I've seen a lot of things.
It's way different.
I haven't seen something where it's like there's no suits.
That's true.
pretty cool.
So I like Cat in the Box. I think Turing Machine is cooler. Yeah, I agree.
Turing Machine's amazing and definitely
Light game of the year, Cat in the Box, one Splendor Duel, and Launch of the Dice game. Cat in the Box is not a light game.
not to me either. I'd say
Cat in the
Long
Box
Shot should have
is
won
not-
that
I'm not saying
based
it's a
on
heavy
based on
game.
the category.
It is not a light game. I think Launch of the Dice game should have won that one. But Cat in the Box should not have even been nominated. That is not a light game. That's a medium game. Yeah? Dogs are fighting. Long Shot be my pick there. So Heat was a confusing option for that one. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it's no disrespect. Like I haven't seen like
He just hit the top 100 already.
Yeah. I haven't seen the card play like that for a racing game quite in the way that
Mm-hmm.
works there. So I think it's innovative in that that way. But like if you
But to
compare
me,
it to
like-
like Cat in the Box and Turing Machine, I'm like, oh, they are
One
way
of these,
ahead in
one
terms
of
of like
these is
being
not like the
innovative.
other. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like Heat a lot, but it's
Yeah,
like
but it's
one
like,
of
oh, I
these is
wouldn't-
super not like the other.
The thing that came to my mind for both of those games is innovative. With Heat, I was just like, this is a great game, but innovative didn't enter my brain at all before,
yeah.
during, or after nominations.
Medium game of the year, Heat won. Wonderland's War is the runner-up, and then Flamecraft. I'd pick Wonderland's War for sure, but all three of those are good. Heavy game of the year, Carnegie won, surprisingly. I feel like people have been very hit and miss on Carnegie, but I guess not.
Yeah.
And then Endless Winter was the runner-up, and then John Company. Haven't played John Company. Endless Winter, Paleo Americans. I don't
gonna
know
play no
how
John
much
Company.
I like. I need to play it more.
I'm not a super fan of it.
I'm not a super duper fan of it, but I do like Carnegie, so I'm with that. Party game, Ready, Set, Bet, Long Shot the Dice game, and Blood in the Clock Tower. I'm astonished Blood in the Clock Tower didn't win,
don't
considering it's like
understand.
it literally fuels entire channels, like Twitch channels and YouTube channels, and yet
Yeah.
it only came third.
Maybe they didn't get the word out.
Ready, Set, Bet is the correct choice.
Race
for
That Bet is ridiculously fun.
I also
from
don't
a
consider
mile
Long
away.
Shot the Dice game a party game.
I mean, yeah.
It's not a party game. It's
not-
just a game. It's just a roll and write game.
Yeah, but it accommodates large groups. I think you can call it a party game.
Nah. But then so is Caverna.
Yeah.
7-player game.
I love it. Party.
Love the
every
party
time.
game aspect of Caverna.
Party every time.
I would pick Ready, Set, Bet, though, of those. Print and play games, haven't played any of them, though I do really want to play the Woodcraft.
We should get it. I mean, we have Woodcraft, so we can play it.
Yeah,
so.
it's true. Aquamarine 1, and then a Wayfarer's Tale. Don't really play print and plays, but I really want to play the Woodcraft one. Solo game, Turing Machine, Resist, and Nemo's War, the Ultimate Edition. Haven't played Resist or Nemo's War. Really want to try them, but Turing Machine is... I like Turing Machine enough where like I want to get my own copy so I can just have it at my place so that Mike can have this one here. Because
I want to play Resist so bad. I've recently gotten very excited to try it. I don't know. Jamie, you just got it, right?
So Blood and the Clock Tower, argue isn't a party
Did you
game?
pick it
Probably not. And Slackfish, my brother, Blood and the Clock Tower fans might not be voting for Golden Geeks, right?
That's the thing about it. It's just like
See,
with any
because
of
the
these
people
things
who,
where it's
who
have
vote for
to-
Golden Geeks are like, Cat in the Box is a light game. I'm like, no, it is not.
Yeah.
That is so not.
Oh, I thought you did get it. My bad. Maybe we were just talking about it then.
Yeah.
I want to try Resist.
So that was solo game, thematic game, Heat, Pedal the Metal, Wonderland's War and John Company 2nd edition. Honestly, don't know how thematic any of those are, in my opinion. Heat is pretty thematic, where you're like your car is heating up and you can't have it
I'd argue
overheat.
that's probably the best in terms of like integration of theme. My vote for that would be Wonderland's War, just because it's so
Well
splashy.
done,
The
yeah.
art, the minis, it's like super. I don't know if like what you're doing in the game is like integrated thematically. Most games are not.
Yeah.
But that one, like the theme is the most poppy, so that would be my vote. But I think if you're talking integration, having not played John Company, of course.
Yeah.
Which actually does seem. When Sam was talking about that at the Fire and Ice Awards, it did seem like a pretty thematic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
game
Yeah,
experience. So
it's cool, but yeah. So I'd probably pick Wonderland's War. I'd probably pick Wonderland's War in terms of the game, but Heat probably is more thematic in my opinion.
probably.
So I disagree. I think Cat in the Box is pretty accessible. Trick taking as a mechanism isn't obvious, but lots of people already know it. Yeah, but then you're throwing in so much other stuff, like the kind of area control part, and like, in my opinion, I wouldn't consider a light game. But hey, most people disagree with me, so that's totally fine. War game, don't know. Undaunted, Stalingrad, Resist, Votes for Women, don't know. Haven't played any of them. Want to try?
Votes for Women though, and I want to
Votes
play
for Women?
Undaunted. Undaunted, of course, was always going to win. It will always win.
It will win War game
every year. They have a new
'cause
version. Now.
Every year they have a new Undaunted. It'll win War game every year to the end of time.
I really want to play that.
Best podcast. This Game's Broken won as it should have.
Blast! Who did? We're in that show.
Who was
from time
it?
to time.
And then best board game app was Everdell 1, Hero Realms, and Role Player. I haven't played any of them, so I can't really say.
I've played the Hero Realms app, and it's very good.
Yeah.
I have contemplated getting Everdell, but just didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Votes for Women? Yeah, now, Barry, I'm super stoked. I like that you can play it solo. I like that you can play it cooperative. I really want to play that game. I think it's going to be me edging into like war game type. It's not a war game, but you know, it has a look, and there's the events-based thing. It's kind of Twilight Struggle-y in that way, but I don't know. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited. I have to learn it. I just haven't gotten through the rule book because I always try to read it at night. Oh yeah, how's the comment section beneath?
One of the ones.
Wingspan went over the good. He was like,
No.
Yeah, it's one of those popular games of the last decade.
Credit to BGG. They have done the awards now in ways where the things that were frustrating about it, like that when Wingspan won like 8 out of
actively
10,
tweaked it.
or like card game isn't a category anymore because so many things were getting put in there. It's like this is not a card game. Like, but someone said, I wonder what the real winner of cooperative game is. Return to Dark Tower isn't a tabletop game; it's a video game.
That's so dumb. That's like literally.
And someone's
dumb.
just like, you're 100% wrong about that.
Yeah, because there's an app. It's a video game.
I love it.
I guarantee the person who wrote that is 68 years old or older, and they're like,
Yeah.
you don't understand what video games are. I don't think.
Hey, someone said, huge congrats to all the winners and runners up, but especially to This Game is Broken for a very well-deserved podcast win, and that has a lot of upvotes. Boom.
And then a very nasty thread saying like, disagree. Wish they bring back the downvote button. No, they don't.
Right.
Paperback Adventures may not have been eligible in terms of apps. That's been great. It is a great app. I need to play it some more. Since it's on the, it might be on the phone now. Ooh, I'm not going to investigate on that. Now, Barry, tell me though if it is. It is a really good app. My guess is that I don't know how the cutoffs work. And
I don't know either.
Seeing that's new-ish, I wonder if it'll be on next year's, and it should absolutely be nominated because it's really great.
Which one, sorry?
Paperback Adventures.
Oh, yeah, and there's definitely some stuff. I don't know where the cutoff is either.
Foster People says Votes for Women is awesome and a great entry into that type of game. That's why I'm really excited. I'm really excited to try, like Jeff was saying the other day about how he's confused by why we don't like war games because we love so many, as we had earlier on the table, beige Euro games. And I'm like, I don't have a good answer other than I don't like doing aggressive stuff toward people very often in games. And maybe war games aren't even really that way, but like it's just, you know. But other than I guess War of the Ring, right? Twilight Struggle, which we played a long time ago. Was that 2018 probably?
What was this one? Sorry,
Twilight Struggle. When do you think we played that? That Dice Tower. That was that.
No,
was
it was
that
like
it? Was that
4 years ago? Probably. Yeah.
I mean, that was
while
that the
ago.
first Dice Tower West probably after they
It wasn't
took
Dice Tower
over?
West. It was Dice Tower East.
It was a Dice Tower. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was Dice Tower West.
No, I think it was Dice Tower. I'm pretty sure it was Dice Tower East. Either way.
The point is,
it was a while
around
ago.
that era.
Yes, it was a while ago.
It was Dice Tower West, but either way. That's been our entire foray into that genre. So I can't even say for a fact that like, oh, I know I hate it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. But my worry is that you're going to play for 4 hours and it's going to be like conflict heavy and really like tricky and I'm going to get smashed or something.
Right.
And so I have all this weird hesitation about it. And I don't know if I need to. So Votes for Women might be a great way to kind of ease into something like that, just see how that feels, and then based on that, maybe look deeper into this area or that, you know. So I'm curious. Point is, I'm curious. BGG comments just make me groan half the time.
It's great.
Something.
That's all.
BGG has done a good job of really trying to moderate and crack down on like some of the nastier sides of stuff, but there is a general, at times, air of kind of like,
which isn't their fault. It's just like that's just how a lot of board gamers are. Let's be completely honest. I love them to death, but that's how
even
a lot
if you're
of
not
board
being
gamers
like
are.
mean or whatever, there's just a lot of attitude where I'm like, just
enjoy games and let people,
we're just
other
playing
people
with
enjoy
toys
games.
here. Let's all just relax a little.
Oh, we gotta go, everybody.
We gotta go.
5:55. Sorry, just look at the time.
Sorry.
All right, buddy. Mikey, thanks for the stream. Appreciate you.
Blessed. So happy to be here.
Hey,
Did I
fatherhood,
win?
baby. Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's how it goes, you know?
Of course, she was just so weepy. She was just sitting on me
she
for like 20 minutes and going,
like, why are you so
like,
sad, lady?
oh, she's not feeling good, I don't think.
I know. Yeah.
They're serious. Yeah. That